everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today we are doing update number 8. My goodness, for This Is Pantasy. Of course, this project is an October to October project and it focuses on all of our mythical creatures. So, this is a rolling project. I accidentally have 6 items. It is going to go back down to 5. I have some items that have been here since the beginning of this project, and while I'm making progress, they aren't the ones I met my goal on. I'm still recovering from losing my voice a little bit, so bear with me, but without further ado, let's dive into how this project is going. So we're going to start off with one of my original prompts, which was the prompt of the dragon. So a large item. An item is going to take you a while to go through. It's going to be a big feat when it's finished. And so, of course, lipstick is one of those categories for me. There's always seems to be so much product in a lipstick. So I have been working on my Ilia. This is the Color Block. Yeah, Color Block lipstick in the shade Rosette. I can't make a new mark, you guys. This is where I'm at. I am still so close. I have used this an additional 18 times, bringing me to 118 uses in the project. But just with that tip still angled up the way it is, I'm not able to make a new mark. So, as you can see, there's really not much left. That's it. That's all the lipstick I have. I've used a lot of it, but clearly there's still a ways to go. I'll be excited when it's done. I will be. The other original prompt from October is for the Cyclops, so my single eyeshadow that I've been working on. This is the Covergirl Eyeshadow in Champagne. Now, this is a large eyeshadow, 2.5 grams originally. Throw up the photo of where I was last time, and I do alternate on my month. So this month I was working on trying to clear out more of the pan. And this is where I've gotten to. So I've been trying to wear this area down. So that has made a little bit of movement from last time. And of course, over the next month, I'll just be focused on trying to thin out the pan. So, I mean, progress is progress. Ooh, it's still hit or miss while I get there. I do use this practically every day as my brow bone and inner corner highlight. And yeah, obviously, as you can see, compared to what originally was in here, and especially for how I use it, yeah, it's taken a little bit. Now, next up is the prompt of the vampire and blood red item. My item didn't very much turn out to be blood red. I had a stronger association with 01 being a red color than this actually ended up being. But this is from Clarins. This is their lip Milky? Yeah, Milky Mousse. This is their lip whipped cream in 01. And it is on a little bit of an angle, but even if it was not, like, I really don't think I could make a new mark. So I've left it at the same mark where it was last time. I am wearing it today under a lip gloss. I have reached for this 23 times since my last update, so I am really sad I haven't been able to make a new mark. 23 uses, bringing me to 33 uses in the project so far. My goal on this one is 50 uses. It gets so messy. Which means I still have another 17 more uses to reach my goal. So that's going to be, as you guys can anticipate, a priority for next month. Next up is the prompt of the Pegasus. Of course, you guys know the whole spiel with this one. So I have brought in my Covergirl Farewell Feathering Clear Lip Liner. This is what the product looks like here. So actually probably ready to be sharpened again, honestly. And I have also reached for this one 18 times because I do pair it with the Ilia, because the Ilia sometimes can kind of move. So I'm trying to use this one to help with that. As you can see by the markings, I have sharpened it a couple of times, so I do have a little bit of movement on it. Hopefully, if I can increase the Ilia, I can increase this lip liner as well, which would be really nice. It's just lots of lip products to focus on. Now on to the exciting updates. So last month, I had rolled in the prompt of the Yeti, which is a snow or winter themed item, which when it's May is not really the prompt you want to roll in at that time, but I still want to do all of the prompts. So to fit that, I had rolled in from Bath & Body Works my Frosted Coconut Snowball Body Lotion. This is a 2022 lotion, and it has notes of frosted coconut, whipped vanilla, sugar crystals, winter freesia, and snow-kissed woods. Obviously with those scent notes and this packaging, very winter. And actually, it wasn't that bad on like more rainy days, kind of colder days. This was wonderful to use as my body moisturizer. I enjoyed the scent much more than I did in the winter. So, hey, fun fact. So I was here at the last update. This is what I had used in my hygiene project, used it up in January, February, whatever that was. And I got the rest of it finished off. Unfortunately, you can't see in there, but there you go. It is empty. But I am glad that this wasn't sticking around until next winter because that was the original plan for this bottle. So I'm glad the Yeti came around so I could get this used up and out of my collection before I have to do my hygiene inventory. That's going to be coming up within the next month. Oh, yeah, semi-annual sale is done. But got to get through this month with work and then I'll have more time end of June, beginning of July. So subscribe so you do not miss my next inventory for all of the hygiene items because I've done a lot of hygiene hauling the last 6 months. It's going to be a video. It is going to be a video. My accidental 6th roll in, I just went with it last month, was for the prompt of the fairy, so a nature plant themed item. So I have rolled in from Beaute the Mystic Romance eyeshadow palette. As you can see, we have all of these gorgeous pretty flowers all over the front of the packaging. I rolled this eyeshadow palette in because I do enjoy Beaute and I wanted to play with this. This was a brand new palette, completely untouched. My goal was to use this for 10 holistic looks, which is exactly what I did. So spoiler, I did hit my goal on this one as well. So this is what the palette looks like now. As you guys can see, definitely some use on it. I'm not going to do a close-up or anything, but that's what we'll get to. The biggest dents you can see, it's definitely in the shade Celestial. Because this does lean more as like a fall, winter kind of palette. Like obviously there are some things in here that can bring it more spring, summery, that shade being one of them. So that got a lot of use. I have not used every single shade in here, but there's a lot that I did and I definitely enjoyed this palette. So this was also a goal met because I did use it for 10 different eyeshadow, or 10 eyeshadow looks. Some of them I just repeated though. I met my goal on the Yeti and the Fairy, so that was my body lotion and the eyeshadow palette. And so I am going to kind of get this back to 5 because I accidentally hit that button too many times last time, a little overzealous. So we're going to roll in one new replacement item today. So we've got the wheel spinning, and as you guys can see, the prompt that I am rolling in today is for the witch or wizard. And that is a magic themed item, and I don't know why I struggle so much with magic themed. I had a perfect item last year in this project when I had that prompt, although I didn't want to re-roll it in, and that item is already in another project pan. So what I've decided to do, I'm going to pull another item that I just really want to play with. It is new to my collection, and I do think it kind of fits that magic theme. So we're going to be dealing with superpowers, which are generally magical or supernatural in nature. And so that is from my most recent BoxyCharm unboxing, I hope. So I'm going to be pulling in from Ciate London, I Am a Woman, What's Your Superpower Volume 2 eyeshadow palette. I just really wanted to play with it, and I decided, you know what? Superpowers are magical. We'll go with it. This is what the palette looks like. As you guys can see, it is like not touched. It is still brand new, and I just want to play with it. With the last palette, I did do 10 holistic uses. This palette, what I'm going to do is kind of switch it up a little bit, is I'm going to treat this palette no pan left behind style, which means that I have to use every single shade in this palette once. And that's going to be really good for me because Beaute, I know I enjoy them. Ciate London, some of their palettes I really like. Some of them, not so much. So this is going to be a great test. We've got 24 shades in here for me to play with, experiment with, decide, do I want to keep this palette? Do I want to just straight up declutter the palette? Do I want to rip it apart and keep just a couple of them? I don't know, but this is going to allow me to do it and find out for myself how I feel about it, because when I first saw the picture, because this was a power pick, I was like, oh, I don't know about it. In person, though, so pretty. So pretty. I'm drawn, of course, to like the very glittery, sparkly shades. These pops of purple up there also look stunning. So I'm very excited to play with this palette as well. Now, in terms of goals for the next month, I have two main goals that I want to hit. First is on this lip product. I only need to use this 17 more times to hit my goal, and then we can complete the vampire. For the witch and the wizard, I will need to use this palette, No Pan Left Behind style. And that's also going to try to encourage me to use this palette, or really use more eyeshadows in a singular look, because I tend to be very basic with my eyeshadow looks in terms of, you know, something one in the crease as a transition, something to set the eyeshadow primer, something in the outer corner, something all over the lid, and then of course champagne in the inner corner. So this is going to encourage me to like do two things in the crease, maybe put 2 or 3 things all over the lid. So I'm very excited to see what I can do with this palette and decide ultimately what I would like to do with it. But that is going to complete today's 8th update for This Is Pantasy. So of course, all the details about the project are in the description box down below. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments. Thank you for your patience with my voice and your understanding. And of course, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.